I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's a site with curated information you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find work more quickly. If you want all my information without the curation, visit thebiggamehunter.us. Again, that's thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog. I've got thousands of posts about job search, all elements of job hunting. And if by some amazing quirk of fate you don't see something that you're interested in, let me know. I'll try and fill in the gap. Now, this is one of those tough interview questions. It's not the answer per se, it's the explanation. And the question, of course, is if you could have dinner with 3 famous people, living or dead, who would you have dinner with and why? The why is the big part of this, with one exception. And the exception is avoiding politicians unless they're politicians from the past. Obviously, we live in very charged times, and you can pick a politician that your interviewer would find absolutely ghastly. We can't control those responses. All we know is that these days, if you say something about a political situation, you risk antagonizing half the people you come into contact with. And if you don't really care about that, well, go ahead and say what you want to say and be prepared for consequences, because not everyone has the intellect to be able to separate their own political biases and evaluate objectively. That's what we see time and time again. So the thing is really about who inspires you, who's special in your life, which famous individual represents something for you. That's extraordinary. Now, if you work in fashion and there's a particular individual in the fashion industry who is a big personality, you speak about their sense of style. You speak about their willingness to take risk. If you're working in business and you want to point to a Warren Buffett, a Mark Zuckerberg, a Bill Gates, let's just pick those 3. Warren Buffett, smart, reliable. Mark Zuckerberg, willing to take chances at a young age and build from there. Bill Gates, you can pick the business side of this, of Gates and how he built Microsoft to a certain level, and then step further and say, and then take his success and then champion healthcare around the world with his nonprofit. See where I'm going with this? There's lots of different ways that you can approach this, but ultimately it's about who inspires you. What inspires you about what they do, and using that as your lever in answering the question. One extra thing. Sometimes you're interviewing in an organization where that person who inspires you is the president or chairman. You point to that individual, and when they say, are you trying to suck up to us, or investigate fully without the question about sucking up, you might just simply say, I just want to be clear, I'm not trying to suck up here. And then you go into your explanation about what it is that this leader inspires you for. So I'm Jeff Altman. I hope you found this helpful. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, click the little icon there, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, share it, share this. It helps other people discover my work. If you're interested in my coaching you, reach out to me through LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you saw this video. I just like knowing I'm helping people. Once we're connected, message me about your interest in coaching. We'll schedule a free discovery call. Lastly, if you have a couple of questions about job hunting, I do not answer them through LinkedIn or anywhere else for that matter. But what I do is I'll take a call from you through an app called Magnify, MAGNIFI, which is iOS only, or through PrestoExperts.com. Hope you have a great day. Take care.